Aren't they a lifesaver?
They are. These ones I have almost used them to their last ability to be able to be used.
Yeah, my orange ones are like that. The ones I have at home, they're so notched up and dull. They just hardly even.
Any bigger soldering gun? Oh, I guess I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was interesting. That actually came apart easy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I always love this. That little freaking fold over loop, freaking pretzel looking thing.
Yeah.
That's so hard
These
sometimes.
ones have. These guys did a really. I mean, don't get me wrong. I respect this. The fact they put this together so mechanically sound. They almost didn't have to solder anything.
Yeah, them old timers, man, they're military trained. They knew what the hell to, how the hell to solder
Yeah,
that
they
shit.
can't.
All
Yeah.
right, I'm gonna run these garbages up and take these out, and I'll be back
Okay.
in a second.
Okay. Oh. Touch those.
lot of fun, isn't it?
Not too bad. Trying to undo all my own mess here. Get a lot of this out of the way. I did make a mess of this the other day.
Oh, I see what that is. Let's see where we're at here. So we have 8 across. I see where they're going. Is that? All right. That's kind of interesting. Oh, okay. That must. Okay, I see what they did there. Neat. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. And that's one of those high value. Okay, well that's the voltage that goes in. I see what they did. Okay. That junction right there, that junction is that junction right there. That's cool.
Man, boy, they used a lot of solder on some of these joints.
Yeah, so it's, that's a sign of many resolder jobs.
Yeah,
And it
that's.
starts puddling down at the base of this, almost onto the socket like crazy.
Yeah, oh, it's just a big pile on here.
Because as old as that thing is, it's been worked on.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Very cool. So that's from 6 to 8. Okay. That's that joint right there. I see what they did. So 6 and 8's there. Okay.
Man, these guys.
Probably one of them. You do here if I write on the schematic?
No, that thing is basically useless to me.
Yeah. We're using 6 as a junction there. Oh, I see. Okay. Using pin 6, which is I think a dead junction. And that probably had a big cap hook to it, and it probably had right there. Went over to the output tubes. Yep. Hey, how's it going? I'm good. What are you after today, bud? I'm gonna take this with me and bring you a new one.
Okay. I am not going to be heartbroken about that.
I just needed that number right there I put on there, because that's the cathode on that tube, and I have the reworked one at home, so.
Okay.
Doesn't this look like fun? 1942 Kalamazoo, built by Gibson.
Huh, that's cool.
You don't hardly ever see them that old. That actually, it made sound. It just really unstable. Been touched the feet too many times over the years.
Yeah.
So what are we doing for you?
I got my Gretsch to pick up.
Oh, that's right. You're the Gretsch master. This
Oh.
guy's the Gretsch man. And which case is it in, Marshall?
That soft
right
case
here.
right there, the orange ones.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thing is, my compliments. That thing is
I like
a
it a
really
lot,
great
I know.
guitar. The string gauge is really light for that instrument, so you
Okay.
know. The intonation after I got it on there, I did adjust every single saddle, but it was awful close.
Okay.
So there wasn't really.
I had 10s on there, and I put 9s one time, and I was getting some buzz and stuff. So maybe
Okay.
I have to stick
Well,
with 10s. Is what you're saying?
The neck relief was not enough. It was too flat. The neck was just way too flat.
Okay. So, that might-
So, just so you're aware.
Is that his work order?
Yes.
Okay.
I did put that together. I got jumped onto one other thing. So I adjusted the neck relief to 12 thousandths. It was probably at 4 thousandths. So your neck was
okay.
really flat. So if you were hearing fret buzz,
That might be it.
that's why.
That's cool.
And putting the lighter strings on there, that neck
That would
would have
make it, yeah.
flattened out a little bit. If you had 10s on there, I probably wouldn't have to touch the
Right.
truss rod. So what I did notice though with that style of guitar is that playing chords, man, you got to be really accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Because 9s just, you can bend them so easily.
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying, yeah.
I use 9s on a lot of Stratocasters and things like that, the shorter neck scale.
Mm-hmm.
They work great. So just be aware of that. So if you feel like you're hearing intonation,
It might be the
my lip, but it might be technique.
Yeah, well, that's
So I
that is
just
no doubt.
take
So-
that. I say that very loosely. So just keep
No, I
that
was
in
mostly hearing buzz, and then I was playing somebody else's guitar who said they used set it up and it was playing real nice, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna take it down and see if you can do anything to mine. So
mind. Whose guitar?
Stuart, Stuart Siders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was playing his Les Paul, his Epiphone,
Yeah.
and it was pretty slick. And I was like, well, I'll see if mine can get any better.
Yeah. Dude, I have a lot of guys. That guitar looks pretty new.
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I bought it used, but I don't think the guy had ever played it.
Yeah.
It's only a few years old.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I bought it maybe a year ago,
yeah.
and I think he maybe only had it a year, so it's like 2 years old now.
Yeah, I mean, my compliments. You've kept it in very good shape.
Yeah, it's
There's
awesome.
no scratches. You need to put some more.
I
Ds
probably,
in
yeah,
there.
it's probably not a good thing. It's so mint.
No, I
Spends
know.
a lot of time on the wall.
But let's see. So I cleaned the fingerboard. I didn't polish the frets. They were in really good shape. I just gave them a good wipe down, so they're nice and shiny now. Treated the neck with linseed oil.
Mhm.
It takes about 24 hours for that stuff to harden.
Right.
Play it all you want tonight. It's
Yeah.
not good. I played
I'll
it
get
right
you
after I
tonight
was done.
myself.
So now the wood on the neck is all treated, and it was really dry, and it was a mess too. It was really gross. So when you look at it, you're
Okay,
like, oh
cool.
wow, and that's common. So don't sweat that. Let's see,
When you
Then-
clean those, do you do it with the strings off, or with the strings on?
off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure because I thought I read some stuff that said you got to be careful taking all the strings off at once. Is that fine?
That's a
to do?
myth.
It's a myth. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can take the
I-
strings off and wash it because I tried to wash it, but I've had to try to get like under the strings. And
Yeah.
you
I
can't do a
use
very good job. Okay. there you go.
best fingerboard cleaner in
Okay.
the world.
That stuff works
When you
great.
do it, you just want to let the wood air out and let all this liquid evaporate and get ghost. So I've treated it with linseed oil, and then I did a pickup height adjustment. The pickups were awful close to those strings.
Yeah.
It didn't change the sound of the guitar really at all, but you may notice that when you hit a note and hold it, you're going to have a little more sustain.
Oh, that'd be good. It is a little
Magnets.
On the front
You got a string right next to a magnet. What happens when that string's moving? It goes, oop, I'm
Right.
done. So now your string has no magnetic force pulling
side.
on
That's
it.
good. 'Cause, yeah, I
stopping
have
it.
to like get the sustain pedal up quite a bit so that might be why is like it wasn't holding notes out very long.
Well, if
You
you
could hear them
notice,
die. They would die off.
yeah,
So
and it was a rather quick. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that, but the distance that was there, that
Mhm.
wasn't enough.
right.
A magnet's going to grab that string and stop it from ringing. So a lot of guys will make that adjustment thinking, oh, my guitar's going to get louder. Believe it or not, it does not get louder.
Right.
It gets brighter. The
Yeah.
closer you get the pickups to the strings, it gets brighter, and that's perceived as volume. It's
That
not.
makes sense.
You could push them all the way down or all the way up, and it's pretty much going to be the same volume regardless. They just get brighter, and there's a specific dimension that they should be set. And those ones actually you're able to tilt the pickups a little bit because there's a really steep neck angle on that thing, which I love.
Mhm.
So it made that thing really easy to set up.
Right.
I did adjust the string action ever, just tiny little movements on those, and so I actually raised the string action ever so half a 64th of an inch at the 12th fret. So you probably aren't going to notice anything different aside from the fact that it is clean as a whistle, top to bottom.
Okay. Cool.
There's zero fret buzz on that.
Awesome.
So the neck relief plus that little bit of action change should be good to go for years to come.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank
And I
you.
used Ernie Ball Slinky 9s. I recommend if you're going to change strings on it, use the same brand.
Okay.
It seemed like
Yeah,
it had
it had
D'Addario.
D'Addario, yeah.
And
That's what I had when I got them, so I replaced them with the Darios because I figured they would set up like that.
Yeah,
Um,
you're smart.
but I had Ernie Ball. I had those before. That's what I had several of them stockpiled. Then I went and bought because I figured you should try to keep the same.
Yep, same
Straight
brand,
line,
same
yeah.
gauge. If you change gauge or brand, take it in and have it set up because it
Okay.
will mess up.
Right.
A perfectly set up guitar will not be perfect anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Brand and gauge, done.
Yeah.
You'll always be accurate. The reason we carry Ernie balls and specifically use them is because you can find them anywhere
they're all over
on
the
the
place.
planet. Diodarios aren't as available in some
Mhm.
places. They're a little more expensive, and that's the reason.
Yeah.
So I've been playing Slinkies since 1988.
Right. Yeah. No, I know lots of people use
like
them. So.
most of my life as a guitar player. So
Well, I appreciate it.
yeah.
It's an $80 bill.
Didn't notice anything else.
No, it was pretty solid. I just figured because I bought it and they mailed it to me, and then I hadn't had it set up since then. It's been about a year, and it just
Yeah, they make it a little bit flat on that string gauge. That was a huge struggle. And the truss rod works very, very nicely. It responded really well. I just loosened it about a quarter turn, not even a quarter.
you loosen that one up in the headers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's got the timer.
Yeah, you just pull the truss rod plate off of that. A lot of guys are scared to death.
Yeah.
Simplest
I've
thing.
done it before, but only on a really cheap guitar.
Right.
Weird.
Well, if you learn how to do it, you can take care of stuff that, like you notice some fret bugs. You know,
Right.
goes up the string, make it one little turn. If it gets better, congratulations. If it gets worse, turn it the other way. It's really, there's not a lot of rocket science in that, but there are dimensions, feeler gauges, if you like gapping a spark plug,
Yeah.
you can make it, and that's what I do. I
Yeah.
make it absolutely perfect. At least with, as a, it seems like it's a Fender scale fret length.
I think it is. Yeah, I think they took because it's the same. This is the Electromatic. It's an
Yep.
Electromatic also.
Yep.
Just isn't the whole longer.
Yep. And those pickups sound magnificent.
Yeah.
Great sound, but really low output and quiet.
Yeah. They are. Yeah, it plays clean, really nice, but it'll get dirty.
I played a lot of Gaz on it, just
Yeah.
some Gaz fork and stuff, and dude, dang, that plays clean.
Yeah, I like it.
It inspired me. So
I did my research before I bought it. Hey, thank you.
All right, play the hell out of it, man.
Have a good one.
Thanks, brother.
I just love that. You know, carrying it around in a first axe guitar bag.
Right, I know. When I saw that bag sitting there, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, who's punishing me? You know,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shut things down. I really should try and come in tomorrow. If I don't get, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cover this.
All right. Close out here.
Oh, okay.